Good morning बच्चों. Continue to your last lecture. Today we will study the very interesting topic Coulomb's law. आइए Coulomb's law को समझने की कोशिश करते हैं और इसके बेस पे किस प्रकार से क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. Coulomb's law states that the two charges in the universe when separated by distance are then they exit a force which could be attractive or could be repulsive, and that force is directly proportional to the product of their charges and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. You have studied in the class 9th as well. So what is the Coulomb's law definition? Coulomb's law states that two charges Q1 and Q2 separated by distance are Q1 and Q2 separated by R. Then first there will be attractive force or repulsive force. This repulsive force or attractive force is directly proportional to the product of their charges. So in equation form, how we can write? Force is directly proportional to, this is equation first. Similarly, the repulsive oblique attractive force is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. So we can write force is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Okay, we can combine this first and second. So force combine कर दो is equal to proportional to Q1 Q2 upon this is R square. Remove the proportionality constant. This becomes force is equal to constant K Q1 Q2 upon this is R square, where K represent proportionality constant, that is known as a proportionality constant, and it is represented by K is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, and the value of K is 9 into 10 raised to 9. What is the unit? Unit you can find Newton meter square Coulomb square. This is the unit of K. So the K means it is a proportionality constant equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, the value of K is 9 into 10 raised to 9. Unit becomes Newton meter square Coulomb square. Okay, then what is this epsilon 0? It is known as epsilon 0. Just write it 2 minutes. So the force is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R square, where value of K is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, that is 9 into 10 raised to 9 Newton meter square upon Coulomb square. Okay, what is this? This is epsilon 0 epsilon, which is called permittivity of free space. Okay, we will find the dimension of this. Dimension of epsilon 0. To find this, what is the force? Force is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 upon R square. You have to find epsilon 0. So this is a constant. Leave it like this because it is a dimensionless quantity. So epsilon 0 is equal to Q1 Q2 upon 4 is to R square. Now it's become simple. What is the dimension of charge? We have studied yesterday in previous class. What is this? We can write 80. Two charges are there, make it square. What is the dimension of force? That is mLT minus 2. And what is the dimension of distance? That is an L square. Now you can simplify this. This will become A square T square. This is mass m minus 1. This becomes L minus 3. This is T square. It will go up. It will become 4. So dimension will be this. So we can write dimension m minus 1 L minus 3 T 4 A square. This is the dimension of epsilon naught, that is permittivity of free space. So now it has some value also. And what is the value of epsilon in figure wise, in magnitude wise? We will calculate that also. Just write it in 2 minutes. Time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now calculate the value of epsilon 0. What is force? What is K? K is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. And everybody know what is the value of K? The value of K is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9 is equal to 1 upon 4. This becomes 3.14 epsilon 0. Now epsilon 0 is equal to 1 upon 4 into 3.14 into 9 into 10 raised to 9. Understood? This becomes 9 4 is 36. 36 into 3, 6 is 18, 3 is 9, 10. 1028. So we can write, multiply 108 into 10 raised to, this becomes 9. It will go up, that means becomes 108 into 10 raised to minus 9 is equal to epsilon 0, and epsilon 0 is equal to 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. Write the unit of this epsilon 0. So unit is equal to, that is coulomb square Newton minus 1 meter minus 2. Okay, very simple. The value of K is given, that is 9 into 10 raised to 9 is equal to 1, 4, value of pi 3.14, and epsilon 0. We have to find epsilon 0, so you have to do cross multiply. Epsilon will go there and this value will come down and you can simplify. So that is the value of epsilon. Now if suppose these are the two charges, Q1 and Q2, and R be the distance, so you have to remember one table, that means Q1, this is Q2, that means nature, Q1, Q2, and this will be the nature. Generally, I have seen many people find a difficulty whether their force of what kind of force is there. According to the definition, two charges in the space separated by distance r, there will be a force of attraction and there will be force of the attraction or repulsion. So to solve the numerical, to solve that, the magnitude and direction plays very critical role. Where is the direction and what is the magnitude? If suppose Q1 is a positive, okay, Q2 is a positive, so positive into positive will be greater than that. Suppose 2 coulomb and 2 coulomb, 2 to the 4, the magnitude will become Q1, Q2. If we make a product 2 to the 4, that means Q1 into Q2 will be positive, that means greater than 0. So such cases, when Q1, Q2 is greater than 0, the nature will be repulsive. Similarly, if there is a minus charge, this is minus charge, minus into minus, again the product will become Q1, Q2 is greater than 0. If product is greater than 0, again the nature will be repulsive nature. This is the first. Third case, if one is positive, another is negative. If this is positive, then this is negative. Then positive into negative, it will be the negative. Negative means less than 0. Therefore, Q1, Q2 is less than 0. If this condition is less than 0, then the nature of force will be attractive. Similarly, if this is negative, this is positive. If this is negative, this is positive, then positive into negative, it will be less than 0. Therefore, Q1, Q2 again less than 0. Therefore, again it is a attractive force. So I hope this table you have understood what will be the nature of forces. So if Q1, Q2 is greater than 0, whether both the charges are positive, then also it will be the greater than 0, it will be having a repulsive. Both are negative, Q1, Q2 is again greater than 0, again repulsive. If either of the charges are different, one positive, one negative, then it will be the less than 0, it will be the attractive force. Now, just imagine if this is the two charges you placed in an air. Okay. And same charges if you place in the water. So what will be the effect on the force? You think that whether the force will remain constant, whether force will remain equal, or force will decrease. These are the points you have to think before we discuss this. I will come to there to ask what is the nature of the forces when we change the medium. Okay, we were there. Suppose this is the charge Q1 and Q2 separated by distance r. Nature you have already studied. Now, so what is the force of attraction or force of repulsion? If this is Q1, Q2, no sign, it is positive. It means it is a repulsive. So how I will write force? I have placed this charge in air or vacuum. We can write air. So what is the force? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q1, Q2 upon. Okay. So what is this? This is a force between two charges in air. Okay. Then same way, now I place these two charges in medium, water. So that means Q1, Q2 placed in water. So force between two charges in water. Therefore, F water is equal to 1 upon 4 pi. Now, you cannot write epsilon naught. You have to write epsilon only. Permittivity. This becomes Q1, Q2 upon R square. So this value have changed. Okay. You can divide this equation. That means F air upon F water is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q1, Q2 upon R square. Make it reciprocal. 4 pi epsilon 0 into R square upon Q1, Q2. We can cancel this. You can cancel this also. So what is left with us? F air upon F water is equal to, this becomes is it clear? So what is this? This is equal to K. Now, so force air, that means force in air, force in water is equal to K. This K is different with that K. This is known as a dielectric constant. And before that, before K was a proportionality constant whose value is 9 into 10 raised to 9. But here it is a dielectric constant. It is having a different values. So now you have to define this. Ki what is dielectric constant? So I hope this you have understood. That is the force between the two charges in air, force between the two charges in water. You take the ratio, you have get this relation F air upon F water. Medium you can take epsilon, but epsilon 0 is equal to constant. K is known as a dielectric constant. Now we will try to define what is a dielectric constant. definition of dielectric constant is defined as a ratio of the two forces, the ratio of the force of attraction or repulsion between the two charges placed in an air to that force of attraction or force of repulsion when charge placed in a medium is equal to the constant, that is known as the dielectric constant. So what is that? Dielectric constant is defined as ratio of force of attraction or repulsion between the two charges placed in air to force of attraction or repulsion between the two charges placed in medium is constant. Therefore, understood? So this is a epsilon 0, this is a constant, and this is a 2 constant. Now coming back to the same question from where we started, what will be the effect on the force when the two charges are placed in a medium, and before that when the charges are placed in the vacuum or air? Okay, so now we will try to synthesize from this formula. Suppose these are the two charge Q1 and this is Q2. Okay, there will be force is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R square. This is air. Let the value be, suppose हम मान रहे हैं, मान लीजिए 20 न्यूटन है. ओके, तो डाइलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट some values दे, air की डाइलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट is 1, and we put the dielectric constant in water. This is a water, and we have placed these two charges here, Q1 Q2 upon this. So force will be F is equal to water K Q1 Q2 upon R square. The value of K is 80. Now we have seen that what is this water के अंदर we have to take out. So what is the force in air? That is 20 Newton. Force water is equal to constant. Therefore 20 divided by K is equal to F water. So what is the dielectric constant of water? That is 80. So what is this 20 Newton divided by 80 is equal to F water. That is 1/4, 0.25. So now everybody can conclude कि what happened to the force of attraction or repulsion when the two charges are placed or change the medium. So when from air to water, that force has reduced to 0.25. It becomes 1/4 of the air. Understood? So you should know the values of K. So by a table we can understand what is the value of dielectric constant. So draw this table and remember. That is a vacuum. Air, hydrogen, glass, mica, water. Vacuum is 1.0000. Okay, this becomes 1.006. This is 1.006. This is hydrogen, that is 1.0026. This becomes a glass. Glass is equal to 324. Mica 326 and water 81. And many more metals are there. So this table can help to find out the permittivity of the medium also. So this is a table you have to remember. Just write it. Now, this Coulomb's law obeys a Newton's third law also. How? What is Newton's third law? Every action is an equal and opposite reaction. So sometimes a question can come. Okay, just show that the Coulomb's law obeys Newton's third law. In that case, you should have a knowledge of vectors. And what is vectors? Which is having a direction as well as a magnitude. Okay, so we will try to understand the vector form of a Coulomb law. So this is very important. So this is the two charges, Q1 and this is Q2 charge. Okay, and separated by distance R is there. So there will be a force that could be attractive and that could be repulsive. Okay, now if Q1, Q2 is there, what kind of forces is there? So Q1 is a positive, Q2 is a negative, this is greater than 0. It is a repulsive. So first we will understand repulsive case, then we will understand the attractive case. How the attractive or repulsive force is acting on the charges. Suppose force F12. How we will write force 1 and 2? It means force on 1 due to 2. See? Already we have learnt Q1, Q2 is greater than 0. It means repulsive force is there. It means and since we are talking of the force, direction will be there. Okay. So force on 1 due to 2 इसके कारण So this will be the direction. So we can write force 1, 2. The direction will be the away. Direction will be the away. Same way we can write force on 2 due to 1. What does it mean? Force on 2 due to 1 means force on 2, this is 2, and due to 1. So what will be direction? That will be the outward, repulsive. Again, 2 पे 1 के द्वारा. So what will be the direction? Force to 1. Understood? Now, direction will be there. If suppose you are here, force on 1 ड्यू टू 2, तो फोर्स की डायरेक्शन क्या होगी? यहां से नापेंगे. दिस इज अ यूनिट वेक्टर, तो क्या लिखोगे? R12 कैप. दिस विल बी द डायरेक्शन ऑफ दैट. और इसकी डायरेक्शन क्या होगी? वी कैन राइट R221 कैप. This will be the direction of this force and this is the magnitude. So first case में what we can write? Force 1, 2 is equal to K, that is a constant. You can write 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q1 Q2 upon R square. Magnitude में R square है. And what is this? We can take 1 over 2. And what is the direction? This is opposite. Force is here, direction will be in the opposite direction. Now similarly, force on, we can write force to 1. I hope it is visible. No, you can write this 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q1 Q2 upon, this becomes R21. This is sorry, this is 1, 2 vector. This will become R12. Now we have studied so how to make a negative vector of this. This is direction R21 and this is R12. If suppose I change this, I write R12 in place of R12. अगर मैं इसको लिख देता हूं R21, then I have to change the sign. So I will do this. ध्यान से देखो. This because I am changing the sign. So ये क्या हो गया? F21 is equal to minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q1 Q2. This becomes R12. This R21. How can I do this? When I put negative sign, then I can change this 1, 2 or 2, 1. So this is equation first and this is equation second. So what I can write? In this place, this triangular box, what we can write from equation first? From equation first, we can write, that means F21 is equal to minus and this becomes F12. Therefore, isn't it a Newton third law is there? This is a Newton third law. This is a Newton third law. Understood? So we can explain the Newton, that is Coulomb's law in form of the in form of vector. There we can explain the Coulomb's law obeys Newton third law as well. This is important in point of solving numerical and other superposition principle, which we will discuss in next class. Okay, now Have you written? Just write in 2 minutes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We can study the two limitations also. What is the limitation first? Coulomb's law is applicable for the distance of length 10 raised to minus 15, that is or 1 Fermi. कूलम्स लॉ वैलिड है बहुत छोटे डिस्टेंस तक के लिए 10 रेज़ टू माइनस 15 मीटर या 1 फर्मी, दैट इज इसका मतलब द साइज ऑफ ए न्यूक्लियस के बराबर तक का दिस इज एप्लीकेबल. सेकेंड, चार्ज शुड बी एट रेस्ट. कूलम्स लॉ एप्लीकेबल के लिए चार्ज को रेस्ट पे होना चाहिए. थर्ड, इट इज द सेंट्रल फोर्स. इट इज अ सेंट्रल फोर्स. सेंट्रल फोर्स मतलब चार्ज के केंद्र से इसके सेंटर के बीचों बीच लेना पड़ेगा, दैट इज नोन एज अ सेंट्रल फोर्स. एंड इट इज अ कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स. इट इज अ conservative force. So these are the very small properties you have to remember while reading or going through this. I want you should study from the text, page to page, line to line and word to word. That's all. Thank you very much.